verse 215 talks about spending in charity, and it's something I think a lot of people wonder about, like how to give back in the right way.
Right.
The verse says, and they ask you what they ought to spend, say, that which is spare beyond your needs.
Interesting.
So when it says spare beyond your needs, alafu, let me try that with the pronunciation tool, alafru, what does that really mean for us?
Well, alafu, let me try that too. Alafu, yeah, that's pretty good. It basically means we should focus on our priorities first.
Okay.
Scholars like Ibn Abbas said it's about giving what's extra after taking care of your family.
I see.
You shouldn't give so much that you and your family are struggling.
Right. That makes sense.
And there's this really great hadith, a story about a man who went to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and asked about giving charity.
Okay.
He only had 1 dinar.
Wow. So not much.
Yeah, and the Prophet, peace be upon him, told him to spend it on himself first, then his wife, then his children, and only then on charity.
So it's about taking care of your own first.
Exactly. And the Prophet, peace be upon him, ended by saying, you have better knowledge. Yeah. Meaning you know your situation best and you can decide how to give accordingly.
That's really empowering.
It is.
So make sure you're taking care of your responsibilities before going above and beyond with charity.
Makes sense.
Okay, now let's move to verse 220, which is all about dealing with orphans.
This is an important one.
Yeah, a lot of people might have questions about managing their property and stuff.
Right.
The verse says, and they ask you concerning orphans, say, the best thing is to work honestly in their property, and if you mix your affairs with theirs, then they are your brothers.
So it's about honesty and treating them like family.
Exactly. And it doesn't necessarily mean you have to keep everything totally separate.
Right.
The verse even says, they are your brothers.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, at first people were really strict about separating an orphan's property, like even their food.
Really?
But this verse made things a little easier. You can mix things up as long as you're doing what's best for the orphan.
It's all about good intentions.
Exactly.